All right, y'all, this is your daily motivation. Get up and go to the gym. Y'all, I am sleep drunk this morning. I slept so hard. I woke up in the middle of the night for a couple of hours and couldn't sleep, but when I got back to sleep, oh my word. That was the deepest sleep I've had in a very, very, very long time. Much needed as well. But I'm sleep drunk this morning, so I'm hoping my workout is going to help me because I have a ton I need to get done today. I need to mop my floors. They need it bad. And so my plan is I got to run by the grocery store on the way home. James is wanting nachos. So I've got to get a few things for that. I got to pick up Buster some treats. He's almost out of a couple of the different kinds we give him. So got to get that. And then my plan is to get home and mop my floors. If nothing else gets done today, my floors have got to be mopped. So I'm going to get 2 workouts because mopping the whole house is a workout. Because I move everything out of the way in every room, you know, and mop it like that. So it's a workout, but it's much needed. Y'all, I got this the sword hung up in the office last night because I got in there, really cleaned it up and got it tidied. And I got a couple boxes, but they won't be there forever. But they're all neat and tidy. So got that, got my book styled on the shelf like I wanted. And so I took advantage of, while I was over in that area, I hung up the sword on the wall. It looked so good. And so I'll show y'all that. And I got, if you watched my last video, my thrift haul, I had bought an oblong mirror that I said I was hoping that I could use that frame for a cross stitch picture that I had that needed a frame. Well, I did that yesterday. I did it off camera because it took a lot of finagling to get it centered and pulled taut and everything. But y'all, that frame was absolutely perfect, and it went with the cross stitch picture beautifully. I didn't have to do anything to it, no painting, no nothing. So that's why I didn't really do a thrift flip whole video on it. And I got it hung up, so I'm going to show you that too. So we do have that mirror. I still want to work on it, and I want to make it look vintage. I think it would just be beautiful. So I'm going to be doing that. I mean, it looks like rain today, so I don't know if it'll happen today or not because it's going to be needing to spray paint it and be outside. So we'll see. We'll see if we get to that today. Maybe we can at least get to that this weekend. So, but first, I got to get to the gym and get my workout on, get this blood pumping, get some energy flowing, feeling good and motivated. Go ahead. And just go from there. It's gonna be a great day. So I will catch y'all on the flip side. Okay, workout done, check. Grocery shopping done, check. Now to get home and mop the floor so I can say check. Oh, the workout definitely helped get me motivated. So I'm gonna get home, unload the groceries, get all that put up, and drink a cup of coffee and get busy. So I will catch up with y'all much later because I'm gonna be busy and I ain't got time to just sit around and chat. Although I want to. It'd be much more fun than mopping the floors, but you know, somebody's got to do it. All right, y'all. No, I've not mopped my floors, and I'm not going to mop them today. I know. Listen, Linda, listen. Listen, Linda, listen. I'm not mopping today because it's been raining, and I think it's going to rain tomorrow, and it will do me no good to mop these floors. So I think I'm going to take my little Swiffer that I have in the garage and just kind of hit the highlights, and then when the rain passes by, which I'm thankful for the rain, then I will mop the rest of my floors. I mean, it's not like y'all really care, right? If I mop my floors or not. Anyway, I am going to show you what I've done with, I'm going to show you the sword hanging up. I'm going to show you where I styled the big Constitution book. I'm going to show you my frame that was a mirror that I bought as for a frame for a cross stitch picture. I'm going to show you that. My mama has claimed the little wax candle chicken. I took it out yesterday and I sprayed it down with lacquer, and well, I washed it off, let it dry. Then I sprayed it down with lacquer, and I have it over here. I really don't have a spot for it, and she wants it, so I'm going to give it to her. She has a place for it, so I'm giving that to her. I'm going to show y'all where I've put the big, beautiful flower arrangement that I thrifted. It's not going to stay here, but I just put it here last night, and it's pretty. So let me show you that real quick. Here is where I put that arrangement for right now. Like I said, it's not going to stay there, but it kind of got it out of the office so I could get it cleaned up. But isn't it cute, y'all? I love this arrangement. It is so full of all these wonderful goodies in here. I mean, look. There's acorns. There's pumpkins. Y'all can't tell me this arrangement wasn't worth $5.99. I mean, I just love it. So that's where I've just stuck it. But again, I say that's not where it's staying. But there's you an idea for a simple fall decor. If you had some chickens or whatever you wanted to put around it, some florals and pumpkins, there's you an idea. Also over here, these were some of those thrifted pieces that I had with some of those flowers I thrifted. And I just kind of stuck them in here. I got to get my fall stuff out and see what I have to go there. But I just thought that was kind of wispy and fallish looking. So I put that there. Now let's go look in the hallway. So this is my beautiful cross stitch piece. And I just put it in this frame. Y'all, does that not go perfectly with that frame? I love it. Now I've got to find a frame similar for this piece. Me and my mom were talking. I mentioned it before that I want to change out this frame. To me, it just does not do it justice. It needs a beefier frame. So I want to trade it out for something. So I'm on the hunt for that. I'll find it one day at the thrift store. But that is my beautiful cross stitch piece. I love it so much. And look, it's even got the little butterfly and bird and little butterfly there. Is that not adorable, y'all? And I didn't do anything to that frame. When I put the fabric, the picture in it, I was like, oh my goodness, it works out perfectly. So that's that piece. Now in here, look at the sword on the wall. I love it so much. I think it is just perfect. This is actually turning into somewhat of a gallery wall, not on purpose, but I'm not hating it. And then up here is where I put that book that I thrifted, the Constitution book. And that's where that's at. And I really like that. James was excited about that book. He was like, I need to read that. Okay. This is where I've put this little trinket box. I don't know that it'll stay here, but I did yesterday take some Dawn Power Wash and I just kind of sprayed it. This was chalk paint, and then I took like a scratcher and got a lot of the paint off and revealed more of the brass. But I do like the little highlighted pieces with the paint. And I just thought it was so cute. So cute, y'all. Uh-oh. Y'all know me and the doggone bird. I'm telling you. I just love them. But isn't that adorable? So that's where that's landed in the bathroom. Okay, y'all. I'm fixing to take this outside. It's not raining right now, so I'm going to take it outside and do what I want to do real quick on it. But I'm going to show you the paint choices of what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to allow time to dry in between coats. Again, I got this idea from Carrie Lynn, but I'm kind of tweaking it, and I'm going to try something different. Then I'm going to use her idea, but then add my touch to it. Does that make sense? Anyway, so I'm not going to do like solid thick coats, but I am going to go over it with black. That's going to be one of the colors. Then I've got this hammered cocoa brown. I'm going to go over it with hammered copper, and this matte hammered, I don't know what the color is, but it's that color, it's like a black, and then gold. So I'm gonna take it outside, put it on my Lazy Susan, spray it, and then pick up the next can and spray it, pick up the next can and spray it. But I'm gonna end with this color. And then I'm gonna let all of that dry thoroughly, and then I'm gonna go over it with my wax, maybe. I'm just saying maybe because I don't know how this is gonna look, but I'm wanting to get that layered vintage look. So I'm just gonna try this and we'll see how it works. So I'm gonna take you out there, but I'm not gonna be able to talk to you while I'm doing it. So I just kind of wanted to give you the colors and what I'm doing. So let me get it set up and we're gonna get this thing started. Okay, as y'all can see, I basically just played with the layers and just kept layering until I got the desired look that I wanted. I'm gonna let it dry. I'll take the camera up there and give y'all a close-up of what it looks like now. Gonna let it dry and then possibly go over it with the wax, and then I will seal it all in. And I already like the way it looks so much better now. So we'll see how this turns out. So this is what it's looking like right now, with nothing else done to it. It's just layering the paints. You'll hear Buster sneezing. So that's how it's looking. It already looks so much better. I originally thought I would end with the gold paint, but once I sprayed it on there, it was just like too bright. So that's why I started playing with the other colors and just, yeah. So let me encourage you. It's just paint. If that would have failed, I could always spray paint it a solid color, you know, or chalk paint it a different color and do the wax, whatever. It's just paint. But this is a way to just play and experiment. You can do that with paint because it's so easy to fix. So just, you know, look at an item in a different way. If it's not if it's not the color of your choice or whatever, just think, how could you make it fit, you know? So I just say have fun. It's just paint. Okay, so now I'm going to use my wax, this Bayer wax in dark antique, and I'm just going to take my wax brush and go over it. I do have a paper towel here. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or not, but we're just going to see how this goes. Last final step. First, let me tell you my opinions on the wax. I think I got too heavy on that side, so I did wipe a large amount of it off, and then I just went very sparingly around the rest of it. Now I'm going to take, and I also wiped off any excess. Now I'm gonna go get my lacquer, spray it really well, let that dry, and we're gonna call this done. I'll put the mirror back together and we'll see what it looks like. This is what it's looking like. Y'all, I love it so much better now. It just looks more metal and heavier duty and just richer, in my opinion, than that cheap looking plastic gold. But that's just my opinion. Do y'all remember this beauty? Oh my goodness. I didn't change anything about it. I just cleaned it up really well. And I think I'm going to keep it in here for a little while. I love it. I think it's perfect. I really wish I could get this lid turned around this way. Maybe James can help me. I don't know. But it's beautiful. Oh my gosh, it was like made for this room, don't y'all think? I mean, it just kind of goes with everything I have going on in here. Oh my, I love it so much. So this is what it looks like up close. Just, I guess they had it sitting outside on a porch or something. And it just cleaned up really, really well. And this sucker is heavy, but it was tailor-made for this room. And I love everything about it. Look who showed up at the doorsteps today. She got off work early. She called Mama. She gets to the house and she's like, I really thought you'd be thrifting. I was like, no. I said, you want to go thrifting? She wanted to go thrifting. She wants to go, I know y'all going to be shocked. She wants to go find some books. Have you read all the books you have?
But I found some really good ones the last few times, so I need to keep going.
My little bookworm. Hey, whatever it takes to get her in the thrift stores.
I have already beat my goal for the year by 8.
Whatever it takes to get her in the thrift stores, you know what I mean? I would love for her to become as obsessed with thrifting as I am.
My husband would not.
Mine has turned into a job. So, I mean, it's guilt-free thrifting for me.
Crime, do not freaking use your blinker.
Turn this worship music back on. Let the Lord flood your soul and repent for your road rage.
Pawpaw called me out on it this week.
She took Pawpaw to the doctor on Tuesday.
She's like, it sounds like you got the road rage.
The road rage.
I was like, it's bad.
She made sure she went with him to his heart doctor because she wanted to know all about his medicines and what they're saying. You know, our nurse right here.
That nobody listens to.
That she don't want to be our nurse. She boldly tells us, I am not a nurse. I am not at work.
Yeah, we went to eat and he was like, oh, I just got dizzy. I was like, no you didn't. I'm not a nurse.
So, but she wanted to take him and be a nurse. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. And you know, the thing about it is, let me just tell y'all. When she was in nursing school and they were doing clinicals and she was having to practice, you know, IVs and all of that kind of stuff, I told her, I said, Delana, you can practice whatever you want on me. I draw the line at catheters. I said, anything else, you know, if you need to use my arm to practice your IVs, that's fine. You know, whatever. So, I was her live dummy, okay, that I let her practice on.
The dummy.
And now that she has her degree, she's like, I'm not a nurse when I'm around you if I'm not working.
Hey, you want to pay me? I'll be a nurse.
Oh, I've paid you.
You could pay me travel nurse pay.
Do y'all hear this?
Travel around with you.
I don't need a nurse 24/7. I'm not there yet.
You can be like Monk.
I don't need that.
This light don't come on.
It'll turn. Have patience, little one. Y'all, let me get off of here and pray for her. She needs it. It has been a most productive day today, and now we are going to meet Cody and Sarah and Cody's mom and dad for dinner. They've come in from Louisiana, and so we're going to go meet them for dinner. But your girl got up. I had planned on having a lazy Saturday. And I don't know what happened. But I ended up cleaning the whole entire house, mopping the floors, everything. There's my ray of sunshine, y'all. We're going on a date.
Somebody picked me out a shirt that was way too small.
The dryer shrink your shirt again.
I tell you what, it's gonna sound like a rifle whenever this thing goes off.
That's too tight.
I hope there ain't no glass close to me.
Are you in a good mood today, James?
No.
Are you feeling good today?
No.
Do you love your wife today?
All day.
Say it.
All day.
All day what?
All day.
All day what?
All day.
You love your wife?
All day.
Somebody said they would love to see you do a belly laugh one day.
That was it.
All right, where we going?
Backwards.
Y'all, I had another brilliant idea that involves James. Y'all know how I said I wanted this frame to be beefed up that I had on my wall? James is going to build me an outer frame to go around it. And then I'll just stain it, and I'll have the gold of the original frame with the stain, which will mimic the other frames I will have hanging below it. Fingers crossed we can make this work. I should say fingers crossed James can make this work. James, how positive you are you on this? 1 out of 10, 10 being the most positive. What are you? 9.9. We doing good. I'll keep y'all posted how it turns out. So this is my beat up drawer front where James made me that little drawer that I was gonna hang on the wall, but I think I'm gonna end up putting it on my table. But I want it to look like layers and layers of paint and distressing. So some of y'all told me to try the glue trick where you put some glue on it, and before it dries, you put your paint over it, and then it gives it that crackled finish. So I'm gonna attempt that. And I'm going to attempt it in layers because I want different layers and different colors to come through. And I don't know if this is going to work. So I thought I would just share it with y'all. This is trial and error. So yeah, here goes nothing. I don't have much of this glue, so I don't even know if I'm gonna have enough to do what I want it to do. This paint's about dried up. Oh my gosh, I love it already. Look at that. And now I'm gonna go get a different color to put in it with it. Okay, we're gonna let this dry, but y'all, honestly, I love it already. It's amazing. Even if it didn't change and it stayed just like this, I love it. It looks so old. Yay! Y'all, I love this technique. Let me show you how close I got to the knobs. Okay, these are the knobs. Y'all see this, right? Okay. This is my piece. And let me just show you. I'm gonna add some dark wax to it, and that I think is gonna be exactly what it needs. But here's my piece. Here's the knob. Really, look at that. Does that not look so similar? Look at how the crackling. I love this technique. So now what I'm going to do, I have my dark wax, my Bayer dark wax, just about out, but anyway, I've got my paper towel because I don't want it to be like thick, but I do want enough of it that it's gonna make it look dirty and aged. So I'm gonna take some of my brush, but I'm gonna dab it off in the center here. And then I'm just gonna kind of go over it. Look at that. And now, look at it with the knob. Hold on. Now look at that. Oh my goodness. I love this. So now I'm going to go put the drawer together. If you'll notice what I did on this piece, y'all see how I kind of like did like that? Like it had just been messy painted over the years. I didn't get any on this end. Maybe this end was next to a wall and they couldn't get to it, but that's what I've done so far. So now I'm gonna go put it together and we'll see how I decide to decorate with it. Okay, y'all, this is the best I could come up with right now. I don't have my fall stuff down, but I wanted to get some other fall stuff. But when we made this is the jar we use as a guide, which is perfect for this jar, but it won't fit my tall mason jars. So there's that. But it's okay. That's some of my vintage silverware that I bought from that antique place where I have my booth now. This is a thrifted candle that I just painted. I need to paint the candle holder that it's in. This is some thrifted plates, thrifted rolling pin, my thrifted salt and pepper shakers. This was given to me by a friend, as was the little dolly behind it. But this is what it looks like. But I'm gonna be working on getting some different things for it for the fall. But for now, this is what it looks like. And I think it looks so good. And it's different. It's different, you know? So, that's how it turned out. And I love it. All right, y'all. That is all we got for y'all today. I'm going to go ahead and get this video finished, getting it edited so I can have it uploaded for tomorrow. We ran into a little snag with the frame. So, you know, sometimes you just have to set it down, breathe, and pick it up another day. So that's what we're gonna do. So the frame is not finished, but I love how the drawer has turned out. I love how the mirror turned out that I flipped a couple days ago. Delana took it home to her house. She's got it hanging in her dining room, and she printed her out some cute little, she printed her out a picture of the Lord's Supper, but not the traditional colors of the Lord's Supper. It's kind of drawn. It's really pretty. And she's printed out a blessing to go beside it. So she's starting her like a little mini gallery wall on that wall in her dining room, and it's gonna look so good. And the mirror was for her anyway, but I just did not like the fake gold look of it. It looked plastic, which I mean it is, but it looked it. And I think just taking an experiment with some paint, we brought it up a notch, and it looks like a metal mirror, and it's beautiful. But that's it. That's all I got today, or for the past few days. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I love each and every one of y'all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.